Hey, there has not been a lot going on around here since I got back from my cruise. I've been fighting a cold. So we haven't been doing a lot, so the video you are about to watch is just a few odds and ends that we've had going on, so I've tried to combine it to make it interesting. So enjoy! Hey, Farmer MD here. So maybe you can see behind me, we've got a major project happening right now on our 7140. Back in the fall, the radiator started leaking. So after the snowstorm we had a couple of weeks ago, I decided to let's pull this thing apart, get this radiator replaced. So we had the same issue on our 7120 last year. It's just known on these Magnum tractors, the radiator will rust out down at the bottom and cause it to start leaking. So here's a picture of the old radiator that we have pulled out of here. So it should have been an easy project, 2 days to tear it down and put it back together. We are now going on 2 weeks, and the issue has been getting a new radiator here. When I replaced the radiator on the 7120, I went through Abilene Machine. It's an aftermarket parts warehouse, and I had no issue with them. The radiator came, all was good, it fit, got it on there, life was good. So went back to Abilene Machine. I was at a farm show in York, PA, the first week of January. Abilene Machine was one of the vendors there, and the guy said, hey, if you order today or this week, tell them you saw me at the farm show, you'll get free shipping, you'll get a 10% discount. I said, hey, I need a radiator anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So I called them up that evening, got the radiator ordered. 3 days later, it was sitting on my front porch. But when we got it down here to the shop, and pulled it apart, opened the box up, the radiator had been bent in shipping. They just did not pack it well enough. They did not put enough packing or protection over this, and so through shipping with UPS, this stuck through the box, bent the whole neck up, and bent this piece up. So I called Abilene Machine, and they said, no problem, we'll send another one to you, and we'll send a pickup slip to pick up the one that was all bent up. The second radiator is here. Bring it down to the shop, same damn thing. Had not packed it properly. And I told the guys at Abilene Machine on the first go-round, look, you didn't package this properly, not enough protection on that outlet. So the same thing on the second one. Called them back up, explained to them again, hey, you've got to do a better job packing this. I had the right packing around one end of it, but on the other end they just didn't put that protection around there, so each time it was poking through the box. Yesterday, the third radiator arrived. In the meantime, UPS did come and pick up the other two radiators that were bent up. Brought the box down to the farm, and I got nervous when, I've already opened the box up here, I saw this puncture in the box. And I thought, oh, that's not looking good. So I started opening the box up. Well, they've put more cardboard around the box. Like cardboard is really going to stop the outlet from poking through. And here on the second layer of cardboard, there is the hole that has busted through. Here on the third layer of cardboard, you see the hole completely gone. Well, my guess is this is the original box that the radiator came in. And on the other two radiators they shipped to me, that's what they did, was just shipped it in the regular box. They did put 2 more layers of cardboard around it thinking that would work. So I opened the radiator up, and this is the issue right here. This packing needs to sit above this outlet. You can see this is bent just a little bit. It's not perfectly round, but we can deal with this one because it is not bent all the way around here. On the other 2 radiators, this was bent a whole lot worse, and what it did was shove this down and bent the housing up on the radiator as well, and I was concerned that it was going to crack behind this seam here and leak on us. But the whole issue is this right here. They need to put more of this foam packing so it comes up level with here. But this radiator is fine. Well, I say that. Oh hell, maybe not. This one has been bent a little bit, if you can see here. The top side is bent in. The holes are round for the most part here. Oh geez, now. So this is number 3. This is bent in a different place. Okay, I'm not pleased with that. So I guess that is the issue of dealing with an aftermarket parts place. The Case IH radiator, I think I priced it last year for the 7120. It was $1,200 to $1,500, I believe. From Abilene Machine at $750. Thought I would save some money. I should have learned my lesson when I replaced the tie rods on the tractor here. We had a little issue of it not quite fitting properly. Saved a ton of money from Abilene Machine. So, yeah, we have not saved much money based on our time that it has taken for this. So I've got to make a decision on if that is going to work for me or not. That is just uncalled for. That should not happen after I have told them each time the packing is not done. We'll make a decision here on what we have to do. Luckily there's no snow in the forecast, so we're not needing this tractor right away. Okay, that's enough of my rant for today. Okay, we've got the new radiator installed. Unfortunately, I forgot to set up the camera to get any footage of that. About 2 hours we had it back in, hood back on, as you can see. All of the coolers had to be taken off, AC, oil cooler. The whole hood assembly here had to be removed. The radiator sits on a plate here on the bottom. We cleaned that up, repainted it. The only thing left to do now is to fill it with antifreeze and test for leaks. So that's what I'm doing today. I've gone to Napa, got some antifreeze. So I'm going to fill this up this afternoon and make sure it doesn't leak. Need it ready for the next snowstorm, whenever that's going to be. Hopefully we'll get another snowstorm before the season is over, but we'll see. While we had the plow and the tractor in here, we've put new pins here on the plow. These are the pins that Jeffrey had problems with in the last snowstorm. The clips came out of the pins we had. He lost the, I don't think he lost the pins actually. He was able to find those. So anyhow, new pins and clips. And then these bolts on either side of the plow were worn. We had a little bit of play. We could not get them tight because they were worn so bad. So we have put new bolts on either side here with lock nuts on them. So hopefully that takes care of our problems there. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go. So we did end up using the third radiator that we got. What we did was just knocked where it was dented in here at the top. We just pulled it out, and I think it's going to be okay. We're crossing our fingers anyhow, hoping for the best. I didn't have time to wait for a fourth radiator to get here. Okay, I will get a funnel, or else I'm going to spill a lot. I had forgotten to get the antifreeze yesterday to put in here before we installed the hood, so that's why I'm doing it now. But that is the beauty of these Magnum tractors. They will start at almost any time, anywhere. This tractor's been sitting about 3 weeks while we've had it torn apart, 2 to 3 weeks. Now it's about 35 degrees today, so it's not terribly cold. But as long as I have a decent battery in these tractors, they always start, they don't drag. They fire up immediately, as you saw this one do. I love my Magnums. Okay, I started the tractor up, checking for leaks here. It looks like I've got to tighten the hose here on the bottom. I see a little bit of a drip there. And then the overflow hose, the overflow hose here. I noticed when I put it back together, it had a small cut on the bottom and it looks like it is dripping there. So I will just go up to the hardware store and get a new piece of hose to replace that whole thing. Otherwise, everything else looks good here. So this job is just about complete. Hey, last month I was at the farm show in York, PA, and I made another purchase while up there. Ever since buying the tool cabinet from StorLoc last year, or the workbench, whatever you want to call it, I've been getting some advertisements from them in the mail, and one thing that had caught my eye was their welding tables. So while I was at the farm show, I stopped by the StorLoc booth and talked to the salesman. He remembered me from last year. Told him I was interested in welding table. So they had a welding table there on special. Not quite what I wanted. Wanted something a little bit larger. So he spec'd it out for me. And it has arrived. It came in this week. So this is the welding bench from StorLoc. Made in the USA. StorLoc. Located in Kankakee. I think I said that wrong in my last video, but located in Kankakee. Oh shit. Kankakee, Illinois, is it? So there is the phone number if you are interested, or storloc.com. So this appears to be made pretty well. This is a 1/2 inch sheet of steel on top of here. This table is 6 feet long and 3 feet deep. 2 nice drawers, just like the drawers in the tool bench over there. Pull all the way out. And then storage on the bottom here. Scrap metal. We haven't got it set up yet. It's got 6 wheels on it to roll this thing around. This is a heavy bench. I had it delivered to the hardware store, and then from there I put it on the back of my pickup truck to bring it down here, just so I didn't have to arrange a time that I had to be at this farm here to meet them. I have somebody at the store all the time with a forklift. So I put it on the back of my truck, and at the time we did not have the forklift on our John Deere tractor here at the farm. So Jeffrey looked at me and said, you think we can take this off the back of your truck, just the two of us? I looked at him, I said, I don't think so, we can try. We got up on the back of the truck, we tried to lift one end up, and we decided we were putting the forklift on the tractor to get this thing unloaded because it is heavy. I'll get this organized in the next week or so. Not that we do a lot of welding around here, but when you do it, it's nice to have the right equipment to do it with. This will get a lot of use, just this heavy table here, get a lot of use out of beating and banging, and I'll probably mount a vise on here some kind of a way. But this is going to be a nice solid surface for beating and banging bearings or whatever we need to bang on. Okay, not a lot going on here at the moment. A bit breezy outside today. We missed a chance of snow this morning. Had a cold front come through, went from 75 degrees yesterday to 35 degrees this morning. We got some rain, but the cold air did not come through in time to turn that rain to snow. Hopefully we do get one more good snowstorm before the season is over with. All right, see ya.